There are some unhealthy behavioral patterns that leads to a communication breakdown in a relationship. Number 1, when you're being defensive in an argument and not accepting you're wrong. That's an unhealthy behavioral pattern. You're always trying to be defensive in an argument. You don't want to accept you're wrong because you believe you know it all. That's a red flag. It could lead to a communication breakdown. Sometimes you have to learn how to accept you're wrong. When you are wrong, accept it. You don't have to be defensive. What point are you trying to prove? It doesn't even make any sense at all. And that leads us to the next point. Failure to apologize and learn from your mistake is another unhealthy behavioral pattern. Listen, words like "I'm sorry," "Please forgive me," they sound so nice and simple, but it is difficult for us to say. As simple as this word is to pronounce, it is difficult for us to say. These are words that are designed to conquer conflict. These are words that are designed to neutralize toxicity, but we find it difficult to say. Learn to apologize. Learn to say, "I am sorry." Another unhealthy behavioral pattern is when you refuse to open up or speak clearly with one another. You find it difficult to speak. You find it difficult to say something. Look, if you can't express yourself as a result of fear or anger, you may be experiencing abuse. So you should learn to express yourself. You should learn to open up. There should be freedom of expression. It is very, very important. You don't keep things to yourself. You keep things to yourself and you know fully well that this issue is not going to make anything positive. Why keeping it to yourself? Why don't you free your mind? Say it out. And it's going to go a long way instead of keeping it to yourself. Learn to speak. Learn to open up. You don't need to be silent all the time. Because when you're trying to be silent all the time, you are causing more harm to your relationship. You are causing more harm to communication. It's unacceptable. Another point is you creating a negative perspective of your partner, always looking for faults. You don't want to see the positive, or you could see this negative. You just have to be negative minded. That is wrong. That's an unhealthy behavioral pattern that could lead to a communication breakdown. Another point is you trying to hurt or abuse your partner in daily interactions. It's wrong. When you are having a conversation with your partner, you always throw insults. You're not losing up. Mood swings. So many things messing up your mind. Come on, man. You need to stop that. And lastly, difficulty in reaching your goals. When you find it difficult in reaching your goals, probably you set a goals for yourself, and at the end of the year or at the end of the month or at the end of the week or whatever target you set for yourself, you find it difficult in reaching that goals, you tend to transfer your aggression to your partner. Your partner is not the cause of your problem. When you have a problem, you should try to fix it. You don't transfer your aggression to another person. And after knowing all these behavioral patterns, and you ask yourself now, how do I face these communication issues? How am I going to face these communication issues? I'm just going to give you two possible ways. Number one way is for you to address past issues. One of the common reasons why couples fail to communicate properly is because something painful or agonizing happened in their relationship or even in their present relationship that hasn't been resolved. It's important to process such hurtful incidents, build trust once again, and forgive one another to make the relationship work again. You have to learn to address every past issues. When there is an issue in the past, you have to make sure you address that issue. Don't let it slide. Don't just look at it. Don't let it go. Don't let it just slip away. Address it. You don't have an argument with your partner today and the issue is not well addressed. You're expecting your partner to find it funny with you tomorrow. No. You have to address it. The mind needs to be built. The heart needs to be opened. So more reason why it needs to be addressed. You see what I'm saying? And number two ways, you listen more and talk less. You listen more and talk less. What do I mean when I say that you should listen more and talk less? When the emotions are running high, every person is want to express their view, which leads to a situation where no one is really interested in resolution of conversation. Constant interruption in a conversation is an indication that one doesn't think that the other person has something important to talk about and only want to express their own view. So the entire point of a conversation is to listen to the other person without constant urge to interrupt. A better listener can influence, persuade, and negotiate. What's more, A good listener can also keep at bay conflict and misunderstanding. So henceforth, you try to maintain in healthy communication in your relationship and avoid a communication breakdown. My name is Ole Spencer, and do enjoy the rest of your day as you remain ever blessed. That's what's up.